New York City high school soccer game canceled after migrants refused to get off the pitch, even after police showed up. Welcome to Dave's Club, where we examine the latest news stories with a bend to the conservative and patriot viewpoint. I'm glad you're here. Let's get into today's story. Now, this is the kind of story that is really infuriating. The arrogance and entitlement of people that are guests in another person's country, that don't give a crap about the residents of that country. In fact, their attitude is F you. We can do whatever we want, and no one is going to stop us. In fact, I'm sure many liberals would applaud this behavior. These were high school students. They were probably really looking forward to this game, and this is how they get treated, through no fault of their own. A high school soccer game that was set to take place at a public field in East Harlem was canceled after a group of migrants refused to leave, even after the authorities showed up. Eric Johansson, the coach of the Manhattan Kickers' 17-year-old boys travel team, said, quote, "I directly asked them to leave, and some of them kind of took it into consideration. But then 4 or 5 of them said, you know what? F it. We don't have to leave. We can do whatever we want." The report mentioned that about 40 boys from both teams showed up on Sunday, April 14th, at Thomas Jefferson Park for the match scheduled at 5 p.m. The Kickers were set to do battle against the FA Euro New York. However, things didn't go as planned, as about 30 men, who appeared to be African migrants and spoke little English, refused to get off the pitch. Even after the police showed up, the migrants wouldn't budge. To resolve the conflict, the authorities asked to see a copy of the club team's city permit. Quote, "When you show up with 2 teams in uniform, a ref and 2 coaches, usually nobody is asking to see your permit," Johansson said. You see, the cops are afraid of these migrants because they know the minute they put their hands on any of them, the liberal media will go after them, screaming racism and xenophobia. People will film it on their phones and post it all over social media, and the cops will be portrayed as violent thugs, denying these poor migrants their civil rights. Coach Johansson is quoted as saying, "Even when the game is over, you don't know if they're waiting for you. So even if the cops kick them out, it may not be over. So we just all agreed, this is too dangerous." After Johansson's assistant coach was able to get a copy of the permit to the police, the game had already been delayed 30 minutes. But the 2 teams agreed to cancel the game, feeling unsafe in the situation. It's reported that the parents who attended the game don't want to play at the field anymore, claiming that they felt unsafe. Johansson, whose home country is Sweden, has seen a massive influx of migrants in recent years, said, "I have seen this before. I know how bad it can get." Liberal policies at work in Sweden and the United States. You think it's going to get better? As more and more people realize that they can do whatever they want and there are no consequences. So that's our show for today. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to keep churning these out daily. See you next time.